with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Motorcycles lined up on Shades Beach earlier today for the 6th annual Victory Ride and Barbecue hosted by the Chrome Angels Motorcycle Club and EHCA. This is a look as the bikes were preparing to roll off this morning. The event kicked off with a motorcycle ride and concluded with a barbecue. One of the mottos of EHCA's staff members is that people with disabilities have small victories every day, which is how the Victory Ride got its name. The organizer says they were living out their motto today. This ride gives individuals with disabilities the opportunity to feel the freedom of the open road.
Providing the opportunity for individuals with disabilities to ride in a sidecar of a motorcycle, something that many people said could never be done. This is our 6th year of making dreams come true on this very special day, so we couldn't be happier.
He tells me they had 52 residents riding today, which is the most they've ever had in their 6 years, as well as 12 sidecar drivers, 2 trikes, and 3 Jeeps. The big Crawford County Fair kicks off today. Final preparations for the fair continued amid rising COVID-19 case counts in the area. Vendors, sponsors, and livestock owners gathered on the Crawford County Fairgrounds yesterday to prepare for the upcoming fair. Most of the things will be returning this year, including the popular food trucks, as well as various racing events. Fireworks will be featured throughout the week as well. And despite newfound COVID concerns, fair organizers are confident their safety precautions will be enough to keep people safe.
The board is very conscious of it, and there is signage up everywhere as well as the vendors, and there is plenty of opportunity for sanitation and things like that, and wearing masks is absolutely welcomed. There's no doubt that if that makes you comfortable, that's what you do.
They definitely have a nice day out there for that today, and farm families are getting ready and making sure their livestock look perfect before competing next week at the fair. Our Ethan Kibbe visited a farm in Cambridge Springs and has the story with a group of hopeful young kids.
As the Crawford County Fair approaches, there's plenty of work still to be done.
When August comes around, I feel like my head just starts to spin.
Jessica Manross of Cambridge Springs chairs the 4-H department, and her daughters show beef cattle.
I want to show my steer and win.
But to win that blue ribbon, these steers, Roxo and Wally, have to look their best. So with the fair looming, it's time for grooming.
They wash them and they brush them. They get better hair care than almost anybody around here.
It might look like fun, and at times it is. But the Manross girls say it's hard work. Animals have to be trained, walked, and groomed. It takes almost a year of daily work.
It's a lot of work, but it all pays off at the end of the year when you get to show your cows.
And the lessons don't end at the fair. Jessica says her daughters learn hard work, compassion, and dedication. Good skills to have as they keep learning and growing.
It's all good skills that are going to help her through her life. If she goes into agriculture, perfect, but it's also going to help her be a good mom and be a good teacher someday, or any job that she chooses.
And as the Manross family gets ready for the fair, and as Roxo and Wally get ready too, everyone agrees it's a good experience. Win or lose, they're just ready to go.
They're all excited. It comes down to crunch time and we're like, let's just do this. We've been working so hard this whole year. We're excited for it.
Thanks, Ethan. Here in our region, there's been an uptick of vehicle break-ins across the nation. Catalytic converters are disappearing from cars as the demand for scrap metal is up. Across our area, there have been an influx of car break-ins. For the most part, thieves are just tugging on vehicles' doors until they find one that's unlocked. Officers at the Mill Creek Police Department tell us there's usually an uptick of this kind of crime when the weather starts to get warm like it has been. So while police work to find the thieves, they're asking you to take simple steps to protect your property.
A lot of people think their doors are locked, but just double check to make sure. Don't leave anything of value in your vehicle. Make sure you're taking everything inside with you. And then we would encourage that you call us if you are the victim of a theft.
And as for the catalytic converter theft, there aren't many cases of it reported right here in Erie County. Most thefts are people getting into unlocked cars, as we told you about. We also made calls to several scrap yards around our area. Many of them say they're not accepting catalytic converters right now. Mill Creek police have made an arrest in a bank robbery we told you about here last weekend. Police say they have arrested Raymond Chirilla Jr. in connection with a robbery last weekend. Police say he robbed the Marquette Savings Bank on Sterretania Road last Friday. He's been charged with 1 count of robbery. He's currently in the Erie County Prison on a $150,000 bond. A fundraiser for a young girl battling cancer. Friday night, the Northeast Vets Club hosted Amy's Ride. Amy lost her battle to brain cancer in 2016, and for the past 9 years, they've held this fundraiser, and each year the committee chooses another brave person fighting cancer to benefit. This year, they chose Cora Tefelsky. Last August, she was diagnosed with leukemia and has been going through treatment in Pittsburgh ever since. The VFW hopes this benefit will help Cora's parents pay for some of their medical bills. Her parents hope they can also be advocates for childhood cancer to bring awareness, as this has changed their lives forever.
It's kind of like a bittersweet thing. The fact that stuff like this exists is terrible, but shedding light on it is important. And like prior to a year ago, I never knew that, September was Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. I never knew what the stats were, that 1 in 285 kids is going to end up getting diagnosed with some form of cancer before their 20th birthday.
Cora's parents hope she can use the money in her future for college. As the city plans to challenge the 2020 census, Erie's population got a little bit bigger. Friday morning, a total of 33 immigrants from 15 countries swore the oath of allegiance and officially became U.S. citizens. Some of the countries represented include Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and Ukraine, each person having a much different story. We spoke with one refugee who moved to Erie to be with her husband, Stephen. The couple hopes to start their own business and raise 3 children here in Erie.
We love Erie, we love you all, and it's our hope that we are going to do better things and incredible things together for the future of Erie and for the future of our families. God bless you.
Meanwhile, Mayor Joe Schember says he believes thousands of Erie residents were not counted in the census, so he plans on challenging those numbers. Erie's Eagles Nest is looking forward to a new year that will kick off in about a week and a half. The Eagles Nest is the brainchild of Bishop Dwayne Brock and runs through the Erie School District, focusing on African American culture. The Eagles Nest just wrapped up a 6-week summer program that helped prepare students to return to in-person learning after a year of mostly remote schooling. That summer program was made possible thanks to a $75,000 grant from the PNC Foundation.
When we make investments in our young kids, which we call scholars here, they in turn are going to be the movers and shakers of the city of Erie in just a few years.
Supporting the communities where we live and where we work is a core PNC value. And there's no better way for us to evidence how we live that value than by supporting young people in the community as they represent the future of our region.
The grant from PNC will allow for the summer program to continue for the next 2 summers as well. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Tune into our next news. Stay for the latest news and weather sports starting at 6 o'clock. Have a great day, everyone.